Drugs worth millions of rand, consisting of codeine and dagga, have been discovered in a hijacked building in Houghton, Johannesburg. This follows an intelligence-driven operation led by the City of Johannesburg's MMC for Public Safety, Mgcini Tshwaku, alongside law enforcement agencies. Tshwaku says the building was used to prepare the drugs before they were transported to Zimbabwe. SABC News reporter Lupang Alamu at least is at the crime scene now and joins us live. Good evening, Lupang. Can you tell us what's been happening there?
Juliet, it has been quite an interesting night, especially for law enforcement officials. I'm actually going to move out of shot just so we could give our viewers, especially our colleague Masabata Radita, who's going to give you those visuals. At the moment, you'd notice right now some of these medication boxes that were confiscated, as well as marijuana or dagga, if you may, that was also part of this particular package. In fact, for more information as to how these boxes were discovered, we'll now be speaking to the MMC of Public Safety, as you mentioned, just to get an idea as to how was this operation, since when were you investigating this particular house? We do understand it's a hijacked building, and it does seem abandoned. You know, you can tell that it was a house, but now how did you then find these suspects, and how many suspects in total, if you may?
No, thank you very much for that. Good evening to the listeners as well. So I was with my councillors, the councillors in the city, and there was been a tip-off that there was quite a number of buildings that have been hijacked here at the Houghton. So we're doing our own stakeout just to check what's happening. So we saw, when we entered on this other house, we just saw some suspicious individuals that were here, looking at they're doing the cross-border, the package. And when we're searching and asking questions, we actually find that there's some medicine. There was the one box that we saw, illegal medicine, and then we decided that we're going to call the JMPD to really come on site as well, the CCTV and the JMP TRU. Then when we search inside the house, we find all this medicine here, which is close to about 1 million roughly, and all of that. And also actually got a bit of dagga as well, so you can look at about plus minus 1 M, 2 M, something all around there. It's quite a very big rack.
So this house was a base, basically. Now this is where they bring these illicit goods here, and then they transport them cross-border.
Yes, it's these. Most of these houses, they've actually been hijacked, and some of them are used for carrying these goods, for the cross-border. Some of these guys, they actually ran away from the city because we've been doing the operation with the councillors Te and Councillor Sihle, because they're the councillor around the area. So they run away now. They're actually coming into the hijacked houses, and we follow them here.
Well, thank you so much, MMC. We'll leave it there for now as we try and get more information with regards to that, Juliet. I'm actually going to move out of shot once more, just so you see what is currently happening. In fact, this is quite a huge building. It's raining right now, and it's also quite dark, so our viewers might not be able to see the full picture, but it's quite a huge compound. The yard is actually really big, and you'd also notice some of the things that are here at the moment. You see some bed mattresses, you see a number of cars. Actually, we counted about 8 cars in one of these yards alone. They are now confiscating those boxes, and then the estimated value at this point will only be confirmed once the counting and all these boxes have been accounted for. It also seems as though this is a syndicate. It happens most of the time, and for these individuals, there was a stakeout by law enforcement officials as well as officials from the City of Johannesburg. We'll be on the scene to try and find out if any more of these goods have been confiscated.